This is Toyota Talks, and I am with the great Canadian snow leopard, Jeff Gustafson, and just finished the South Dakota event. And how do you feel?
A little disappointed. 20th place, so I mean, good week, good points. I think we're in the Classic, so that was, that's the goal at the start of the year. That was the goal coming into this event. Lacrosse might not be up my alley as much, so I wanted to have a good event here. But had a great first day and kind of rode the suck bus the last 2 days. So that's disappointing. But
this one was right in your alley, though. It really felt like, especially that first hour and a half of the tournament.
Yeah, no, I could do no wrong. I mean, I had the 5 fish I wanted in the first hour and a half the first day, and I was fishing deep, doing the jerk shad, moping, Demiki deal. That's probably my favorite. Probably the way that I feel like I'm better than everybody else at that technique. And it's not, maybe once a season you get a tournament where it's in your wheelhouse and you want to take advantage of those. So I after yesterday, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to have another tough day today. But it was worse today. So yeah, disappointing. But
speaking of a tournament being in your wheelhouse, you said probably have done your job to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. It just happens to be on the very body of water you won your Elite Series event. Do you think you can do it again? Do you think that technique will play?
We're going a month later. It might be warmed up enough that those fish aren't out, and I'm sure the spot that I caught them all at's been fished a little bit since then. But I know what's there. I kind of know. I learned a lot about the smallmouths in that fishery, so I'm for sure gonna go there to try and figure out how to catch the winning smallmouths.
Is there like a tiny little part of you that's like you don't ever want to say, I wish I didn't win the Elite Series event?
Well, the last day of that, during that event, I did have the thought of, for sure, because the Classic in 2019 was so awesome. We're for sure gonna have another Classic here, and this spot's gonna be ruined now. But I mean, you never. That was a big moment for my career. Anytime, it's so hard to win one of these tournaments. So yeah, it was all good. But that did cross my mind a little bit.
One of my favorite parts of this week was the KDJ, the Kenora dinner jacket. I mean, and people were shocked to hear that, but it's really a thing, and I think you rocked it very, very well.
Yeah, no, I like wearing a good flannel, and it's a thing where I'm from in Kenora. So Swindle had the funniest line yesterday morning. I wore a different one yesterday, and he's like, Gussie, you could probably go, chop up a bunch of wood get a load of wood on the way back in your flannel. So that made me laugh, just out of the blue. He's so funny.
It's very funny, but you rocked the KDJ, the Kenora dinner jacket. Will we see the Kenora dinner jacket, the multifaceted fashion piece that it is? You're equally as comfortable in a fine dining restaurant or chopping a cord of wood. Will we see it at the Bassmaster Classic?
Absolutely. It'll probably be cold there in the morning, so yeah, I guess that's gonna be my thing now.
I think it works.
Yeah, for sure. Sims makes some deadly flannels, and I've got a handful of them, but yeah, we're gonna have to get on Patterson and get stocked up for Knoxville.
You're a deadly angler, and you're having another great season. The Elite Series is working out pretty good for you, Gus.
Hey, I just want to avoid having to get a real job for as long as possible. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing this as long as we can, and I mean, it's been a good year. I haven't made any top 10s, I haven't had any awesome tournaments, but I've had my limit every day all season. So it's probably consistency wise, maybe the best year I've ever had in that regard. But try and get a top 10 next week.
Okay, weird one to finish. Everybody calls you the nicest guy on tour. At this week on live, they were actually saying you might be the nicest person on the planet. If you're not the nicest guy in the Elite Series, who is?
Oh man, who's the Matty Wong probably.
Pretty nice guy.
Carl probably too. Pretty solid dude.
A lot of nice guys, but none of them can rock the Kenora dinner jacket like this guy. Jeff Gustafson, another great season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and this has been Toyota Talks.